Hello and welcome. This is Aaron. Hello. And this is the Trouble with Moppy Part 3. This has to do with the legal issues. Now, first, in this area, we have a law. It's called a leash law. People have to keep their dogs on a leash. Unfortunately, that law is not recognized by the police, or apparently isn't, because nothing's ever done about it. People let their dogs run free all the time. And, well, that's actually a real problem. I never let Skittles, Moppy, go off a leash. He is always on a leash. I follow the law. There is also a clean up your dog law. Clean up after your dog. In other words, when he does his business, you're supposed to pick it up with a bag or something like that and dispose of it properly, whether it be in a dumpster or in your toilet or whatever. That also, I never leave the house without a bag on me, just in case, so that I can clean it up. However, all over town, there are logs. Well, I think you understand what I mean by that. There are little pieces everywhere throughout the town. Obviously, people do not follow this law. These are finable offenses. Okay? Next is the licensing law. The dog has to be licensed. I have Moppy licensed. I licensed him last April, in accordance with following the rules of my apartment complex. And he is still underneath that license and does not need a new one yet. But the other day, Skittles and me and Rita and Blizzard were out walking, and this dog would not leave us alone. It was a black lab and probably about a year and a half old. It's still kind of gangly and looks like a puppy. Anyways, it would not leave us alone, and we ended up calling animal control. The police came out because they also serve as animal control, and the dog was so well behaved. I was playing with it for a while, but it was really causing trouble with our dogs because, well, it just wanted to play and it wouldn't leave us alone, and they wouldn't go to the bathroom, and, well, you want to get them walked and go to bed, and if they won't go, that's a problem. And this dog wanted to follow us all over town because somebody didn't keep it on a leash. It was somebody's pet. They let it out of the yard and let it roam free around town. Just like so many other dogs. I actually know the names of the dogs, and I know the location in which they live, for many of the dogs. In fact, the officer that came to our place the other day, he knows those dogs personally and the families personally. And guess what? Some of them aren't licensed. Anyways, these laws are in effect so that the city stays clean and to stop the breeding issues. There are a lot of stray dogs in the area, and there's a lot of breeding going on, and a lot of dogs that can't be taken care of or find homes. And, well, I understand they don't want to kill the dogs, and unfortunately there's too many of them even to adopt out because people don't want 5 or 6 dogs in their house. They want one, maybe, if they have a dog, sometimes 2 or 3, but unlike this one house, it's got like 6 or 7. There are also noise ordinances against dogs barking, but again, the police look the other way for that. So, about 5-6 days ago, again, we were out walking. This was just a few days after we had to call animal control on that black lab that was so well behaved. We were attacked by a dog that looked like a chow mix. It was black and brown brindled. I think for the most part it was just trying to be playful, but it was snapping at our dogs and biting at them. It did not break the skin. We managed to ditch the dog, and again we called animal control because this time the dog went after us and actually tried to bite Rita, and it actually tried to bite me, and so it was borderline vicious. This time, animal control came out. The main guy that works on the police department or the city hall staff with a police officer to take the report. During that time, he basically said that he would come back to have us license our dogs. That it was required by law that they be licensed, and that on top of being licensed, that if the service dog had to be certified, that I would receive a fine. That fine, as he said, could be as much as $750, and failure to pay said fine within 30 days could also equate to jail time. Rita's dog was, she said it was a purebred, and he said, okay, well, if it's AKC certified, then you will only pay $12.50 for your license. However, I'll come back and look into that. And we found out that the dog was UKC certified. Surprisingly, UKC certification does not count in this town. It has to be AKC certified, not UKC certified. So now she threatens to stand in the same boat that I am, where the police may not recognize that the UKC or the service dog status, and instead of giving us a $12.50 license, instead hit us with a $750 fine, and failure to pay fine is jail time, when neither of us actually bring in enough to pay said fine, which would be a guarantee of 30 days in jail, and with no one to watch our dogs, we would lose our dogs. This is really problematic due to the fact that Skittles is a service dog, and he does not have to be neutered by federal law. In the UKC recognition, he is still a purebred that is certified as a show dog, and there was also a contract signed that said that he would not be neutered. Would not be neutered. We were not allowed to buy him if we were going to. So here's the problem. The main thing is that they want like $150 to neuter the dog. I'm sorry, I have such a small income that I can't afford to. I still have to get Moppy's service coat. I don't mind if Moppy's actually neutered. It doesn't matter to me. In fact, it's probably healthier for him anyways because, well, they say that dogs have a longer lifespan if they have been neutered. However, also, I kind of don't totally agree with the methods of neutering and stuff, but that's beside the point. The thing is, what I'm really trying to complain about here is they're threatening us with jail time, or heavy fees for this. Yet there are people in town, actually probably about 80%, who have dogs that break the law constantly. Real laws, not, well, we're going to pick and choose who we're going to fine based off of this. These are laws like letting your dog go on somebody's property and going to the bathroom and leaving it there, running around without a leash where they can go and mate with other dogs, even looking the other way for people who don't have their dogs neutered and spayed and they have like 10 dogs in the household already. Apparently they are having lots and lots of puppies, and they're keeping the puppies, which is making them have even more puppies because, well, this is the problem. This is why they have that law. And the reason they have that law, well, is not so that a service dog that lives alone in a house 90% of the time and doesn't get outside and never off a leash where it's free to run around and go find a Fifi somewhere will not go and breed. It's so that dogs that are around other dogs that have a tendency to breed won't be breeding anymore, and then the unwanted puppies won't be around. So the real problem is that right now I got a legal issue that might end up having to come up against the county and the city because of this. And it's really unfortunate that a service dog in training who has paperwork saying that he's a service dog in training does not be recognized as a service dog, even though the ADA's, the Department of Americans with Disabilities, whatever, can actually says that service dog in training has all the same rights as a service dog, and the city does not want to recognize that. There are some legal issues in which the city itself is breaking the law. So, anyways, that's where things stand right now. I'm really furious at the police around here right now. And it's been nothing but trouble since I've gotten Moppy. And unfortunately, those who are supposed to uphold the law are the ones breaking the law at this point. And I really think something needs to be done. Anyways, this is a vent video, basically, and all the previous videos have been leading up to this one. So, anyways, that's where things stand, and hopefully I can get him a service coat. I may end up having to go hungry this month because I may have to get him neutered to avoid a $750 fine that I can't pay because I cannot handle jail. My mental disabilities won't allow it. That's why there's a lot of bad things I used to do in my past. Not terribly bad. Basically thought crime things, but those I've completely quit altogether. 8 years clean, and that's because I'm too afraid of jail. I will not go to jail. I can't handle jail, and now I'm being threatened with jail because of a service dog. How wonderful! I'm one of these people who abide every law and try to follow them to a T, including jaywalking, etc., littering. I don't even do that because I do not want to have to deal with any legal issues. And now I'm being forced to. Anyways, that's my video. Thanks for watching, and feel free to comment and like and all that stuff. Thanks for your time.